for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and our home team. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one complete to A.T. Perry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's enough for a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
A run once more with Blue. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What play. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Making guys miss, and he's in. Touchdown, San Diego. That his first touchdown this year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Working free downfield. It is Williams. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Pass pulled in by Carter. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1.
36-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 16 on that connection, and that will be a first down. Davis. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Open man left side. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Canton. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bulls offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. That's enough for a first down. Again, here comes Blue. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Blue. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Blues will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Nice.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Back to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. From just shy of midfield, here's second down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the handoff, Blue. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
from the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulls. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the Bulls will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense headed back to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10.
Canton. First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Ready? 60 by 6. Ready?
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Dreadnoughts.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Dreadnoughts are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Dreadnoughts 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Throwing now on third and long. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Blue. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up third down.
12 yards to go.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Ready, ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Izzian. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Yeah, it's just a really bad decision, Mike, and I'm not really sure what he saw there. The top of his drop, things looked a little cloudy, at least from up in the booth. So down on the field, he's just got to regroup, take what's there, especially early in the game. You don't want to turn the ball over and put yourself behind.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Let's go. 1918.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range.
8-yard loss.
Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
1st down and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Canton. 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
That's quickly out to Williams. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
At the 26-yard line.
That caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Canton 1st down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
1st down.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. Now it's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's another.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll swing this one out wide to Carter.
The 1st down pass.
It is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
That's good.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the 1st half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational. And this is really why you want a kicker with a big leg. In these situations, end of half, can you steal 3 points from distance and come away with 3? And really nice job there, right around that midfield logo. It's kind of crazy how it's become sort of routine in today's NFL.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. They run straight ahead with Blue. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And that will be a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Blue. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, San Diego.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the third quarter?
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Bulls will extend this third quarter lead.
27. Dreadnoughts 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the jump. Stephanie.
Putting the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Ready? Crack all 80. Ready?
They'll run here. It's Carter, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second down.
7. They need 7.
Let's go now. Ready?
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
They'll look to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. That's enough for a first down.
That's good. For Canton. First down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10. At the 34-yard line.
A run with Carter. Finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canton. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Dreadnoughts are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Dreadnoughts 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set. Let's go.
Now faking the give, moving outside the pocket. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up. From the 31, here is second and 6.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Shut up. Pack the 60. Go.
A run with Blue. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on third down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Going right. It's taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This is Blue. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard
From
line.
the 29. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
87.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down, Dreadnoughts.
Let's go.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 31-yard line.
Come on. Set. Press all 80.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short. So they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
60 by 6.
Looks like movement over there on the left side. And the flag is down. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Ready. Here we go. Viking 18. Go.
And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the 1st down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Bulls 30.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bulls offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 left.
They'll run with blue. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
70, go.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
A gain of 10 yards. And the San Diego first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Steady.
On the toss, they'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Baron Sorrell on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Thrown quickly on the RPO, batted away, and that's incomplete. So they try to get the ball out quickly. The defense was ready, and it brings up 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to take the lead here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Let's go.
Back to the ground after the penalty. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2.
They'll come up on a
Brings
second
up
down
2nd
and 8. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down. And
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Go. Crack all 80s. Check out.
They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First down and
The
10.
Dreadnoughts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Now the give to Davis. Not much there, maybe a yard.
At the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the
It's
35,
2nd and 8.
here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Ready.
on the run. Here's Carter. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Okay, ready?
Third down, 3 to go. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Dreadnoughts.
Slot man in motion right. A carry. This is Carter. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Let's go.
There's that man again. Another catch.
Complete to Savion Williams. No gain on the play. Brings up.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready.
They'll run here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he would have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now a screen set up for Carter. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a second timeout called by the defense. Talk things over before third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to grab a late lead. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And that they have just written a finish to this one.
Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps. And you add all that up, and that's the kick you get.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Now a second timeout called by the defense. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. The Bulls going to send the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Royals. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's now
70.
4th down.
They'll run. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. They spike it with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Let's go now. Cowboys.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.